So as far as the categories, so as far as like one side is printed, right? And we have suggestions, adventures, scrapbooking kits, backdrops, borders, nature themed, seasonal. Now, we, of course, did them double-sided because if those categories don't work for you, you can either print, a sticker and place it on here. You can handwrite it on there. You can use a label maker, put it on there. However you want to organize your specific collection, that's totally fine. So for us, we really broke it down into more about theme. When you sit down to scrapbook, you have a certain project in mind, and so with that, a certain theme. And so we have inside of our designer templates, we really try to, really express and educate so that the design concepts, we can really explore those in our design layouts. And then with that, kind of build the muscle within learning not only the Play-to-Create system, but also seeing how different designs mix and match and layer together, right? So with that said, we have borders. They have a feature of themselves. We have backdrops. We have the photo sets. Those serve as a certain feature in designing your layout. And then, of course, the other features that are a little bit different from a sets point are the scrapbooking kits. Those are kind of like an all-in-one. They have some borders, some accessories, really great for grab and go, easy to create with, okay? Now, those are actually named on the website. I'm trying to remember. But either way, that's what they work for, right? So then the categories that we have regarding our designer template line of products, one-stop sets, because it better expressed than scrapbooking kit. We call them one-stop sets, but that really captures what those different types of categories that we have in our designer template collection. Outside of those, we have definitely our limited editions and Kiwi clubs, which those will fall into different categories like hexagons, backdrops. You might occasionally have a border in there, or we'll have an accessory type of design feature again, right? So we have our accessories. Well, we broke those accessories up into these because there's quite a few of them, right? And that's really where you can change up the different themes and different things of your design. The backdrops are so universal. Borders, universal. Even down to the one-stop set scrapbooking kits. They're pretty universal. I mean, they're all universal. The designer templates are pretty versatile in general. Change the paper, change the look, right? Seen it so many times. You've witnessed it. And if you haven't witnessed it, you just have to try it and you'll see for yourself. But the accessories, we definitely broke those down. So the all-around sets, which is what we gave in our suggestions. Those are the orange ones in the tabs, and they coordinate with those orange ones here. These are more versatile general use sets. They're ideal for a range of projects, regardless of the theme. It's more about the paper that you're using, or even not even necessarily the patterns in the paper. It's sometimes just the color palette of the papers, right? And so they're very all around, and they just adopt well to different patterns and themes, making them useful for various occasions. So it's more like, oh, I'm interested to do something with that set, right? So they're multi-purpose use sets that can be used across different places. So we kind of, from our own personal experience, this is why we picked these categories. Again, they're double-sided, so if you want to organize yours different, that works too. So that's fine. The theme sets, these sets are designed around specific themes. They are more the bulk of your accessories, to tell you the truth. Kiwi clubs have a lot of themes to them, so that's why I would categorize even Kiwi clubs personally into these. If you want to keep your Kiwi club sets in its own category, then just create another category. And then even if you want to do that, you can even do them by years, again, by making your own categories inside of a category. I am going to answer your guys' questions here in a moment. Just let me kind of get through this so that I can get it all out. Hopefully it makes it clear. Then we have your nature themed. Okay, so you have your nature themed. And these sets are designed around specific kind of more inspired by natures, right? Like you got your trees, your flowers, your different elements, like more of the natural world. And again, they are kind of useful in a wide variety of projects, depending on what you're designing with. But a lot of just collection of templates inspired by nature, the great outdoors, okay? So good stuff there. Adventure is more about like your ongoing like travel or active, like more kind of that type of thing. So we threw that in because we felt that maybe a lot of you guys would want it that way. I personally did not have adventures in my initial personal organization, but I have found that it is really nice to kind of segment that. But again, if one of these or if any of them don't work, use the other side. Okay, it's blank for you for a reason. And then seasonal. Seasonal, of course, these sets are specific to different seasons and holidays, and they include things for like more specific towards Christmas or, you know, winter or things like that. Now, I will say, despite some of the templates names like summer or autumn or things like that, sometimes they fall in other categories. And that again just speaks truth to the reality of the designer templates, is because they're so versatile, it can be, you know, which one does it go into, things like that. But hopefully that helps break that down a little bit. So just because there were so many different accessories, what claim as accessory from a design feature, like I talked about, because the designer templates each play a role in overall completing kind of a nice finished layered layout when you're creating it. And accessories definitely have a role in that, right? And they're really fun, and you can mix and match them, and you can just explore different possibilities as you play. But it is nice to break those down. I will tell you personally, from my own personal so far experience, I will be ordering myself another one of these category dividers, simply because I already can know that I want to kind of build some subcategories inside of my seasonal. I want to build some subcategories, and that one specifically has stood out to me. I want to break it down a little bit more, and then in those cases, I'll just use the other side and put like Christmas, Halloween, right? I'll make a different one for each one of those. But that's one thing that stood out to me so far, but have not quite got a chance to get around to personally doing it in my own stash. And again, you might find scenarios like that for yourself where you might want to take advantage of the blank side in those cases, okay?